The knowledge which Muslims have learned is called Ulûm islâmiyya, Islamic knowledge. Islamic knowledge consists of two component parts. The first is religious knowledge. It is also called Ulûm naqliyya. This is the knowledge derived from four sources called Adila Sharia and are of two sections. The branches Tafsir, Kalam, and Fiqh of the knowledge of Ulûm Zahriya are written in their special books. The second one is Ulûm Batiniya. There can be no changes in either of them. The second component part of Ulûm Islamiyya is scientific knowledges, or Ulûm Aqliya. It deals with the structures of matter and substances and the alterations in them. They are discovered through experiments and calculations. Alterations in this aspect of knowledge is possible in course of time. Those disbelievers who changed religious knowledge to make it compatible with scientific knowledge are called philosophers and reformers of religion. These people believe in their minds, not the words transmitted. Muslims who try to corroborate religious knowledge with scientific knowledge are called hukama. The meanings of some verses in the Quran al-Karim and also some hadithi sharifs are not clear and cannot be comprehended exactly. These kinds of verses and hadithi sharifs were explained with different meanings by different Islamic scholars. Thus, 73 groups who believe differently some of the facts which are to be believed emerged. Among them, the only one group whose belief is correct is called the Ahl Sunnat or Sunni. Those who derive wrong meanings are called heretics, or the ones who have deviated from the right path. Shiites and Wahhabis are in this group. A person who tries to corrupt the beliefs of a Muslim by giving wrong meanings to scientific discoveries is called a zindiq, or sham scientist. Allah Ta'ala created paradise and hell. He declared that He would fill both of them. A great many human beings and genies will go to hell, but He will put most of the creatures into paradise. Thus His mercy will exceed His wrath. Genies are more than 10 times as many as human beings, and angels are more than 10 times as many as genies. Since the angels will be in paradise, creatures in paradise will be more numerous. Who will remain in hell eternally? Those who do not perform salat, those who commit sins? No. The enemies of Allah Ta'ala will burn eternally in hell. The Muslims who committed sins are not Allah's enemies. They are guilty human beings. They are like a naughty, guilty child. Will parents become an enemy towards their naughty child? Hell consists of 7 levels. The first level is the least vehement, but it is 70 times as vehement as worldly fire. Its name is Jahannam. Here, a group of the Muslims will be purified of their sins. Heretical people will certainly be burned in hell for some time. Qadizadeh Ahmed Amin Bey, who revised the book Vasiyatname by Imam Muhammad Birghivi, says the Muslim who will get out of hell last will have been burned for 7,000 years with the time measurement of the hereafter. And in the hereafter, 1 year is as long as 1,000 worldly years. The second level of hell is more vehement. Its name is Sa'ir. People who interpolated the Torah will burn there, Ibn Abidin. Though these people do not believe in Hazrat Isa, alayhi salam, who is Allah's prophet, and they slander this great prophet by saying, the son of an unknown father. They changed the Tawrat, thus defiling Allah's book, and after Hazrat Musa, they martyred 1,000 prophets who were sent to advise them. People who changed the Bible will burn, or the Injil, will burn in the lower third level of hell called Sekar, which is more vehement. For they did not follow Hazrat Isa's commands and denied him by interpolating the Injil. In addition, Injil is gospel. In addition, they have become worse than Jews. They have even become polytheists by saying that there are 3 gods and that Isa is a god. Some of them say that Isa alayhi salam is the son of God. Isawis, real believers of Hazrat Isa, were not polytheists before Christianity was defiled and idolatry was mixed with it. Jews are farther away from Islam. according to Marifatnama and Tazkira-i Qurtubi. In the fourth level, called Jahim, those who worship the sun or the stars will be hurled. In the fifth level, called Hutama, those who worship fire or the ox will go. Buddhists and Brahmins will be tortured in the sixth level, called Lazi, along with those with no religion and polytheists. In the seventh level, called Hawiyya, the very bottom, the most vehement level of hell, monafics and murtads will burn. The order of these 7 levels is not the same in the books of Tafsir, Mazhari, and Ghalia. A person's going to hell, that is, his being a disbeliever, becomes known at his last breath when he dies. If an unbeliever, that is, a man without Iman, becomes a Muslim, or if a Muslim with many sins and crimes, or who is a holder of bidat, repents, all such people become pure Muslims. They will not go to hell. Murtads, or irreligious people who are either ignorant or uneducated, or who assume to be scholars or scientists after receiving a diploma, though they have been brought up with an Islamic education by Muslim parents. Since these poor people, who suppose that they have swallowed the ocean by tasting one drop from the sea of knowledge and science, know nothing of Islamic savants and religious knowledge, they make up imaginary meanings for the words which they heard at early ages and suppose that Islam is something like that. Thus they deny Islam. They say that their mothers' and grandfathers' heads are full of cobwebs, that Muslims are retrogressive, and that those who only run after what is worldly and those who have dived into dissipation are enlightened and modern. They say fanatical idiots about those who think of the next world along with the world and who observe others' rights. They say, this is the way of the world, and so it goes. Paradise and hell are empty words. Who on earth has seen them? Whatever you can do here is to your benefit. No matter what happens to others, they only think of their own advantages, nafs, and lusts. But they never cease talking about goodness and humanism in order to deceive and to get along well with everybody. As the most tragic and the basest of crimes, they strive to steal the belief of youngsters, of Muslim children, by deceiving them, thus dragging them along with themselves towards disasters. Thousands of valuable books teaching the beliefs, commandments, and prohibitions of the Islamic religion have been written, and many of these books have been translated into other languages and have been spread in all countries. However, heretical and short-sighted people have always attacked the beneficial, blissful, and illuminating principles of Islam. They have striven to blemish and change them and to deceive Muslims. I used to pity such people of the wrong path when I was only a child. I did not see why they should not see the truth and understand the greatness of the Islamic religion. I wanted everybody to find the right way and to be saved from corruption and calamities in both worlds, here and the hereafter. I strove to serve people in this way. I requested Allah Ta'ala imploringly to protect youngsters, the innocent and pure children, the sons of martyrs, from the corrupt books and words, to grant everyone success in learning Islam exactly and correctly as it is written in its main original sources.